Did you notice that whenever you're watching TV and a paper towel commercial comes on, like it's always telling you, I just dumped a whole pitcher of Kool-Aid. Let me quickly grab a whole ass roll of paper towels that costs $4.76 at Walmart. Like, I don't know about you, but where I come from, we don't do shit like that, okay? We're gonna grab a fucking already dirty towel and we're gonna soak it up first. And then once we got majority of it picked up, we're gonna come back, spray it with the chemical of our choice, and then wipe it down with a little bit of paper towel. Because let me tell you something, paper towels are expensive. But you ever notice something? There's never like any black people in commercials. Like right now I'm looking at like Bounty. What the fuck is this one? Group hug? Donnie? Brownie? I don't know what the fuck that one is. I can't see it. I'm not going to click on it. But notice how all these people here are portrayed as hardworking individuals who love to be home. That's why you see no black people here. Because black people do not like to be home. I'm just... Except for this one commercial that's from like 1986. This guy is doing a Bounty paper towel commercial. And you know he did not get paid because he looked like he was still in the slave era. Like that suit he's wearing does not even look like it's his. That's like his owner's fucking... Yeah, it's called Brownie. I don't know. But either way, all I'm saying is that paper towel commercials need to start getting more realistic with like how they portray commercials. Like I need to know, is this paper towel going to soak up all the squirt off my parents' bed before they get home in 6 hours from their vacation? Because me and my boyfriend, who they don't know about, came over and we fucked because my mattress smells like dog shit. Like right here, it's like doing a durability test, and no one's folding paper towels, by the way. No one is folding paper towels. Like 99.9% of Americans are fucking just bunching it up because we don't like to get our hands wet and we don't want to touch the grease and grime on our stoves or countertops. Oh, that's another one. Scott one. Dude, I'm not gonna lie, I buy generic ass fucking paper towels and toilet paper because at the end of the day, like I'm not, yeah, like look at this. Look at this dramatic ass fucking commercial. This guy literally trips over nothing and then spills a whole ass cup of milk. By the way, a cow was molested for that milk. As I just, by the way, used to drink milk every day for 6 months straight. Okay. Anyway, welcome back to my NoFilter Podcast, everybody. I hope you guys, I don't really know, enjoying the fucking Sunday here. I'm extremely exhausted, but I took a 30-minute nap for you guys, which I woke up. I hate that my dreams are so loud. My dreams are so fucking loud. I feel like I'll be trying to sleep, and for some reason, it's just always yelling in my sleep. Like, imagine me talking, but like amped up 10 times more, and like you could like imagine the situation. Fucking. Yeah, so I took a nap for you guys. So I have a little bit more energy coming onto this podcast today. And I hope you guys are enjoying your Sunday. I'm ready to go back to work. I like working, dude. I'm a fucking weirdo. I like going to work. I like making money. That's my big thing. And I love my coworkers. Well, for the most part. There's always like just that one person that just can manage to piss me off. But like for the most part, I just talk to Adrian and that's pretty much it. So, fuck. Yesterday I saw Cody Johnson. In Iowa. It was Iowa, by the way. I don't know if you know this. Just maybe I don't go there enough, but there's just a lot of meth heads there. I don't understand how that's possible. Like, it's weird that a state's drug of choice is meth. And I you could just, like, I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but like it's clear that a lot of these people are fucking on some shit. And so we went to Iowa. We went to the county fair or something. His concert sold out like 30,000 fucking tickets. I was in the pit. I might make a reel out of it just to show you guys that I am better than you. And I saw Cody Johnson. Fucking fabulous performance. There was people there who I bitch about this all the time. So I was in the pit and I wasn't up against the gate if you've ever been to a concert, but I was one row back. So I was fucking up there. We always are. And the people in the front were fucking young ass kids. That's fine. Enjoy your time. I get it. You're young. There's I'm glad you guys are doing this now. But just standing there, fucking hands in pockets, not enjoying the music. A lot of these kids look like they've never worked a hard fucking day in their life. Like me, I'm not a country boy. That's just not who I am, but I'm 100% a hardworking person, and I understand the music. Like, Cody Johnson music has a story to it. Like, it's more than just him singing about his country lifestyle. It's about where he came from, all the mistakes he's made, and what he's learned, and where he's at now. Like, it like, that's kind of like how I feel, just in a less cowboy version. If that makes any sense. I believe that, like, but these kids in front of us, like, no fucking reaction, dude. Just the entire time, either on their phones or, like not even taking videos or pictures, just, like, texting other people and just standing there taking up space. And, of course, these fucking kids were tall as shit. So, me being a shorter dude, it's a little bit harder. And so, whatever, I didn't let it bother me too much. I'm not going to let that bother my night. But the music was fucking fantastic. But then there's this one girl, before the show even started, she's like, I'm not even going to enjoy this show because there's only one song I like, and it's Dear Rodeo, and he should be playing all this other music. And it's like, that's because the music you're listening to is the stuff that they play on the radio. Like, if you truly like the music, you go listen to the artists and their albums, and then you just kind of base it off of that. Like, Cody Johnson, one of my favorite country artists of all time. I think he's bringing back older country, but also sticking around with newer country as well. And just I was like, dude, Jesus Christ, lady, shut the fuck up. And a lot of these girls here, they're like, where's all my cowgirls at? And they're all, like, screaming. And it's like, dog, you all were just on your phones for 7 songs in a row. You guys are no country girls, I don't think. Like, these guys fucking had, like, baby, fuck, what's the term? It's like hands softer than a baby's ass, right? Fucking, I don't know. Maybe I look at it that way because my hands are fucking rougher than shit, and women don't like that, I guess. And that's okay. I know one person loves my rough hands, and that's all that matters. Fuck you. Everybody else can go fuck themselves. But maybe women just don't like that anymore in a guy, but. Baby Soft has hands. Let me see what I texted Adrian. I texted Adrian this because I was just bitching about the entire time. Maybe because they were fucking in front of me and they got, like, the best spots in the house and didn't give a fuck. Can I just talk about, by the way, like, I'm not trying to be racist. Like, it's not Cody Johnson's fault, but there was not 1% of black person in that concert. I texted, most of these fucking kids look like they never worked a hard day in their life. Clean hand, baby face bitches, bro. Adrian's like, wait a second, what do you mean by black? I was like, no black people at this concert at all. But a lot of it did look like mommy and daddy's money bought these concert tickets, and it's just like, you can't sit there and be fucking feeling up a speech about the hardworking Americans that pay to go there, and then you're just fucking over here like, well, my parents bought this. So there was some people there I saw that were like, hell yeah, brother, you work for this shit. Like, that's all that matters. But other than that, we also saw Randall King. Randall King's a good artist. I listened to him on the occasion. He's not like the first person I put on my truck anymore because all of his music's fucking old. I can't remember the last time Randall King's actually released a fucking album. But fucking concert was great. It was fun. I had a blast. Would totally go see Cody Johnson again. And then Randall King was a pretty good opener. If Randall King could just release another album, if he could write more music, that'd be fucking great. Like, he probably, like, I wonder if he ever asked himself, like, why am I always just doing openers and not having my own concert? Like, I would love to see Brantley Gilbert and Cody Johnson. That'd be fucking awesome. But I've already seen Brantley Gilbert like 3 times. But, fucking, oh, what else happened? All right, so three dudes down from me. By the way, we've been standing in line because me and John got there, and I bought us wristbands, right? Fucking $30 each. I'm like, we're gonna do some rides, right? Like, it's be awesome. So we got on this fucking one ride, and it was all right. It's like the Fireball, right? And so we're doing that. It was fun. Now, there's one point though, I was having a great time until the Fireball, like, it was spinning, and we were about to go upside down. I was like, all right, that's it. Stop the machine. I'm done. It's done. I'm never, like, this is why I'll never do anything jumping out of high altitude places or anything. I get scared. I get that weird feeling in my stomach. I don't like it. I prefer just to stay on the ground if I could avoid it. And if not, I want to be in an airplane where I know it's going to fucking make it from A to B, right? So I'm bitch made like that. But I'll still do rides. I like the adrenaline rush. And then we fucking did this one kid ride, and we're waiting in line, and this one adult comes and sits down. He's like, man, that thing's fast. was like, oh man, I bet, right? Just like, I thought he was fucking with us. He's like, no, that thing's a doozy. And he's just sitting there, and his wife comes over. She's like, are you okay, honey? Was it fun? She goes, he had fun. I did not, because he took his kid on the ride. Me and John are like, what a bitch. And then me and John get on it, right? And it starts fucking going. And so John's in the back, I'm in the front, and I'm sitting like on the inside of this ride, so it goes in circles. It's like the squid or like the octopus or whatever. And so I'm on the inside of the cart, like closest to the wall, and my foot's propped up against the other side. I have my arm against the back seat, like I'm chilling. And then it starts spinning, and it's like, all right, it's going kind of fast thing, and that's it. And it starts raising up, and next thing you know, it starts dropping up, and then back. It starts dropping down and then back up, and fucking starts speeding up. It felt like I was getting tested for the G-force to see if I qualify to go to the fucking moon. Like, that's how fucking fast this thing was going. I told John on that ride, I was like, John, I feel like I'm gonna puke. Like, I don't feel good. And John made a joke. He's like, I'm gonna make a vlog, like, just as a joke on this fucking ride. And once we start going, John's like, Eddie, I don't think we're gonna make a vlog. It's just fucking. Oh my god, it was. And then after that, dude, we did one more spinny ride, like right after, because the line was short, and we got on that. I was scared that I was going to go a lot faster, but for some reason, the ride, what we thought was going to be the worst, was nothing at all compared to that fucking kid ride. I was telling this old lady, I'm like, don't get on there, lady. You're going to fucking not only lose your fucking glasses, but you're going to lose your other hip. So, that was fucking cool. We stopped doing rides. We went to get a beer, too. Oh, fuck, my nose. Am I gonna sneeze? Oh, fuck. Am I gonna sneeze? No? Fine, I guess I'll go fuck myself. So we decided to go get 2 beers. I'm sitting there. I felt like dog shit the entire time. Like, after that, I was like, oh my god, just bring me home. I was fucking, I ended up calming down, though, after like 45 minutes, after my fucking brain was after the catch itself from spinning. And, then we're like, well, we're going to go walk past the line for Cody Johnson, see what else is around the fair. But we noticed that it was like, all right, there's already like 30 people in line. We're not trying to be in the back. Like, we paid good money for these tickets, so we're going to fucking wait in line now. So it's like it was only 2 o'clock, 2:15 when we started waiting in line. Gates didn't open up till like 6:30, 6:45. Dude, the amount of people that were in line for this fucking concert was insane. There was fucking, like I said, 30,000 people in the house just in his concert alone, from my understanding. There's a moment in the concert when he's like, everybody hold up a flashlight and, or a lighter, like one of those kind of songs, because he was singing like a patriotic song, just for like everything going on in the world. And the light was so bright, it felt like God himself flipped on a light switch. That's how fucking bright it was. I have a video on my phone. I'll probably post it for you guys. It was fantastic. Oh my god, the fucking Cubs won today? Fuck you. Fuck you. You lost the last 2 games. Sorry, I got distracted. I got slightly distracted. What? Dude, no way. Alright, sorry. Distracted. Alright, I'm done. I'm not looking at my phone. This is why. What was I talking about? Oh, he started doing a patriotic thing. Everybody held up their phones, like God switch on the light switch. But the one thing that pissed me off was that fucking 3 kids down. Kid was underage drinking. I don't care about that part. Like, just don't fucking drive. Be smart about it. Like, be like, as you as a person with as many cops as there is there. Not that it fucking matters, and I'll get to that in a second. This kid fucking just takes a squat and just starts puking. Like, he must have blacked out or something. I don't know, but that kid looked fucked up. But he just starts puking all over the fucking, like, floor on his feet. And then this girl, in his friend group, we're like, hey, let's get him some water because this kid's fucking obviously gonna need it. And so he drinks like 3 random water bottles from strangers, which I thought was kind of like normal, I guess. Like, you're trying to hydrate. It's not gonna matter what the fuck's on the water bottles. Let me reply back to this. Hang on, guys. Hang on. Okay, sorry. I had to reply back to that. That wasn't a poor message. But then he drank like 3 of the water bottles. And then someone bought him a full water bottle. And to clean up the puke, they thought it would be a good idea to start dumping this girl thought it'd be a good idea to start dumping this water on this pile of puke, and it's like hitting me in my leg. I was like, stop that shit right now. Stop it. She looked at me, she's like, oh, okay. Okay, and then puts her hand up like, sorry. Like, no, you're just a fucking idiot kid who doesn't understand that it's gonna dry. Like, he's standing in it, it's gonna fucking dry. Like, the damage is already done. What you're pouring this fucking water, you're hitting my fucking leg, you're hitting people's other legs. Like, it's gross. Like, you're stupid. No one, like, the puke was that bad that he actually got up and like just like left. He just, I don't. John says he was in front of us still, but I don't remember that guy being in front. I remember him being next to me and just like leaving. But he was cooked. That pissed me off. That was like the only thing that didn't really get me about the concert. Oh god, there was something else that happened while we were there, but no, that's pretty much it. Just fucking kids being dumb. Like I said, if you're gonna underage drink, by the way, I'm not telling you to do so, just in case you listen to this podcast and you're underage. But if you're gonna drink in your own home, have a DD and have a plan. Okay. That's my only advice I give you if you're going to drink and drive. But if you get pulled over, that's on you. Like, I can't stop you. I'm not the law. But you know what? The one thing I noticed, though, and this is going to carry on in my political talk here. I know I had to say something else earlier, but I kind of forgot. But security for these concerts, dude, are too fucking nonchalant and relaxed. Like, there were some security guards were dancing. Some of them, not all of them. And I'm like, I get it. I do. Like, you're enjoying the music with us, but, like, you should be scanning your sector and you should be fucking paying attention to what's going on. Like, you are watching over 30,000 people. I understand you're not going to catch every fucking detail, but like when you're looking at the ground or you're checking your watch, like that's the reason why people get fucking killed. Obviously, like that's not the only thing. Like I know I sound ignorant as fuck right now. I get we get distracted as humans. Like that's our thing, but like if you're a security guard and you're guarding a high-end country singer, like maybe just like personal opinion, like don't fucking like I don't know, try to take away that distraction if you can. Does that make sense? Does that make any sense? Obviously, like that's not everybody that was doing their job, and I understand that he's not a president or anything like that, but it's still nice to kind of be more aware. And then now this is where we move on to the dude, my friend sent so many fucking snaps that I can't eat. Like, it's not even like Jesus Christ, dude. Oh god, come on, dude. Must be nice. So I'm gonna get into like a little bit of a political talk here, and if you don't want to listen to political talk, skip ahead or something, because like I feel like this is where I fall into the rabbit hole, dude. I feel like I'm a flat earther, like one of those people in those groups, right? Because the last podcast I tried to defend the Secret Service, which by the way was a fucking shit show. I don't know how anybody can fucking like. Okay, by the way, I'm gonna point out that if you're starting new at a job, or like you're nervous, like that's normal, but you should put somebody who's new with a group of people who are not new, so you can fucking kind of like learn the ropes for a year or two as a security service. But anyway, I've seen videos of the Secret Service. I've seen like clips, and this is where I try not to fall down the rabbit hole, right? Because apparently there's been clues and evidence found like days prior to this fucking guy shooting up the rally, right, at Donald Trump's rally. There's been like leaks and stuff. Now, I cannot confirm this. I have no links, but it's just kind of like what I've heard and what I've seen from news and people I've seen post it. So if I'm talking completely out of my ass, don't be scared to tell me this. But if you get news saying, hey, like someone's planning on shooting up a rally, and this goes for anything, not just a presidential election, then maybe shouldn't you like up the security? Like, hey, we're gonna put X amount more people here. We're going to activate the certain shit of, like, either the National Guard or whatever to make sure there's no shooting happens, and if it does, we're able to fucking stop it right there and then after the first bullet flies, right? So the preparation was fucking dog shit. And then on top of that, you're going to sit there and tell me that, like, sloped roofs are your fucking, like, downfall. In which case, then why the fuck are you up there? No one saw the ladder. No, like you saw all this shit and you guys couldn't put clues together. Like, isn't this part of your fucking training? So I guess basically what I'm trying to say is that Secret Service was basically set up for Donald Trump to fucking die. Like, No, like I said, I made a joke last podcast where it's like, come on, dude, shit, shit, no. I'm like, Donald Trump's a very movable person. I feel like, and not to mention, I made a joke about how shitty the shots were. That's what I was trying to get. I made a joke about how shitty the shots were and how it's like, damn, the dude shot off 9 and only made 1 and missed. Like, I did not want Donald Trump to get shot. I want to make it very clear. I'm voting for him in November. Like, I'm open as fuck about that because it's who I am. Like, you can vote for whoever you want. I don't care, but that's who I'm voting for. I'm glad he didn't get assassinated. But I made that joke, which was fine, but I cannot believe that those people go to school that long just to fucking fumble as hard as they did when protecting the president. Like, now I will say this. I hate when Republicans are just as bad at this. Whenever something happens, they're pretty good at freeze framing, an in motion video to like what's happening. Like, look at them hide behind this person. I don't know about that, but the rabbit hole I'm talking about, dude, my fucking nose is running. The rabbit hole I'm talking about is I'm starting to kind of get that mindset that this was kind of set up by the Democrats in some way or some form. Like, didn't Donald Trump say a while back that if he was elected, he would release the Epstein list? Like, that right there should have been he should have been dead a lot sooner. If he did say that, I can't remember. I'll find a link and I'll link it in the description. And then on top of that, just Donald Trump's been killing the fucking polls, man. You know, like, he had the first debate with Joe Biden, and he did what he said he was going to do. He just let Joe Biden talk, that showed the whole world that Joe Biden's incompetent as fuck to run the country, for one, and that he just has no fucking idea what he's been doing for the last 4 years, which, if you don't know, has been ruining the fucking economy, and I know that coming from me. So, like, just ranging from everything that Trump says he wants to do, that's going to keep exposing all the political parties, and then, like, taking numbers in polls after the first debate. I mean, they kind of really had no choice, right? They're like, holy fuck, guys, we need to kill this. I just like how they just instantly jump to assassination. Like, that's my thing. I don't want to jump to, like, saying the Democrats did it, but I cannot tell you. I haven't seen anything, at least. Maybe I just haven't been digging hard enough or been looking hard enough, but I haven't seen any Democrat come out and about and say, hey, fucking, this is wrong. How dare you try to assassinate a president? Like, I've seen comments, though. I've seen comments where people are like, damn, I can't believe they missed and this and that. It's like, you should go to jail for that. You should go to jail for fucking saying you want someone's life to be taken because you don't like their opinion. And that's just kind of where I feel like it's low-key set up by the Democrats, at least on some level, because they don't want to lose power. I mean, fuck, Joe Biden just, by the way, stepped down today from the presidential race. He's like, I'm going to keep focusing on what I'm doing as president, and which made me giggle, because you haven't been doing shit as president. You've been letting the fucking House and Senate write these bills, and they're just holding your hand as you fucking sign the piece of paper, you fucking cuck. Man, look at me fucking heated. I hope Joe Biden listens to this before he fucking, I don't know, retires. I would say die, but I don't wish death on people like that. Fucking, I lost my train of thought. Oh, he's like, but I'm going to want to focus the rest of my career on my presidential, just like what I want to do as president. And it's like, well, I don't know what to tell you about that one. I think, to be honest, he stepped down because they realized that he's not going to be able to debate Donald Trump again without making him look like a fucking fool. You know what's funny? It's like, I'm not going to step down unless I'm medically examined. And then they saw the polls and like, fuck. Get someone else in here quick. Someone take the driver's seat. I know Joe Biden's like, I want Kamala Harris to run. In which, by the way, I don't know if you guys remember 2020, before she was even a pick for vice president. She was, in my opinion, she was only picked because she was black and female. Like, I'm going to be straight up with you. I've talked to a lot of my black friends, and they're like, I would have never voted for her. She doesn't care about the fucking black community. She's just a rich fucking black person who just wants to profit her own, pocket with using us as a fucking puppet. Which is so fucking, why does my phone keep doing that? Stop doing that, you weirdo. My phone keeps like lighting up and it's throwing me off. Sorry, that's dumb. But I've talked to a lot of my black friends and Hispanic friends, and they're just like, nah, she just uses us for votes. That's it. But nah, she didn't even carry more than like 5% of the vote and got kicked out like the first cut. So for her to be picked as vice president, she should just honestly take that and run. I don't see her. I can say confidently that she's learned how to be a vice president, and I could say that she's grown as a politician. Like, I could say that, but based on how she started versus now, like, it's a big growth. But obviously, like, I still think her policies are fucking dog shit. I don't even know, like, anymore what she stands for. And on top of that, I just don't, as a vice president, your job is basically just there to, be a substitute if needed. And if you were also thinking these awful ideas with Joe Biden, it's just going to be another 4 years of Joe Biden. And she's going to fucking just be a puppet to the Democrats because she's new. She's going to want to be nothing but the best with the Democrats. And she's going to want to have a good mark on them. So I truly don't think Kamala Harris is going to take it. To be honest, I could see a lot of people going, ew, no, and voting the other way. And it's going to be a fucking sweep. But I do know for a fact Joe Biden dropped out because fucking they realized they're like, shit, we're out of ideas. The assassination didn't work. The felonies didn't work. Now what? So there's like, fuck. Dude, Donald Trump just gets nothing but fucking backlash from the Democrats. And I just feel like that's all you see these days on the news is just Donald Trump getting fucking bashed this and bashed that. And Donald Trump just kind of like lets it wash right off his fucking back. This dude just does not let it bother him. Does he get a little heated sometimes like I do on this podcast? I think so. But motherfucker just does not care, does he? I was recently just talking to a few people too, by the way, about his fucking... We're muting that. I was talking to a few friends the other day about the assassination that happened with Donald Trump, or like the attempt assassination. And a lot of my friends are like, nah. Like 2 or 3 of them, they're like, well, it wasn't necessarily an attempt. They missed all the shots, and it just grazed his ear. It's like, yes, but I understand, like, that's what you sign up for. Like, you sign up as a president, like, dude, no people are going to hate you to that extent. But it doesn't mean it should happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, no one should ever open fire at you because you have a different policy and a different opinion. Like, that's just common sense. But I was like, first off, number one, what would you do if you got shot at? Like, I don't think people understand how getting shot at like that and it getting close to your head and almost killing you and also taking a chunk of your ear off, if that's like what actually happened or whatever. Like, I know he wears the bandage now, which is he's probably told to do. I'm not a doctor. I don't know. But it's like, would you want to get back up on stage fucking a day later and have to give a speech in front of people who probably still hold weapons on them? You know what I'm saying? Like, there's an extent where it's like, I cannot believe someone can be that fucking ignorant where it's like, come on, it wasn't even that bad. And it's like, most of these people have never even held a weapon in their life. I can't, and people making the argument about, well, people wear masks for 3 years. It's like, yeah, I get that, but they were told to also do that by a medical profession. And although we all didn't agree with COVID, I guess we all could say it's like, well, we were all just kind of trying to do the part and listen to people who we thought were good at their jobs. Obviously, in the long run, longevity did not really matter anyway. The masks were about as fucking useless as they got, and now we filled our ocean with them. But fucking looking at it, I don't know. I think it's crazy for someone to be like, well, it's kind of traumatic, but it's not something I would be super, super anal and scared about. And it's like, well, you get up there in front of tens of thousands of people, and you try to tell me otherwise. Moving on. Looks like it's gonna rain. Look, you know what's weird? I go from like paper towels to this. Me and John were driving past a John Deere, and all of a sudden I start hearing John go, "Man, ain't nothing more country than driving past a John Deere green." Yeah, it just starts going starts going crazy. Scared the fuck out of me. I've been having like loud noises problems. Like, I'm a loud talker, so I feel bad, like, even if I'm yelling into the mic, but I'm a loud talker, so for me, like, I get scared low key, like when you guys drop what's going on with sorry, I'm just reading up on stuff right now. Wow, how dare you? Is it my Wi-Fi that's down? What's going on? Sorry, I'm getting like alerts all over the place, guys. Hold up. All right, there we go. I don't know what was going on for a second. God, I lost my train of thought. Moving on. I was hoping to clean my truck this week, but I just never kind of got around to it. For the simple fact that it's supposed to thunderstorm, I guess, all week. We've been getting a lot of rain in Illinois, man. And I talked about this last podcast, but just like the severe weather we've been getting, which my friend, he's a farmer, and he's like, he was telling me that we're like way over the rain average, I guess, this year. I don't know how they tell that, honestly. Like, do they have a meter out in the field? And if so, like, do they have to like measure out the whole field when it comes to how do I like word this? So like if you are living on a bumpy hill, how do they tell? Like, man, Tennessee is a very thin state, isn't it? Tennessee state looks like a slice of deep dish pizza, but like, wow. Okay, sorry. Back to what I was saying. The fucking... Yeah, how do they measure the rain? Because I know, like, is it like an average of, like, the area? So, like, in a 20-mile radius, the average is, like, 10 feet above sea level. So it has to be, like, in a certain spot to collect the most average amount of rain. Why does my phone keep doing that? It's distracting me. Holy fuck. Keeps, like, lighting up and keeps going in and out. I don't like that. Can someone explain why it does that? Like, it's on the charging mode right now. And, like, it keep, like, lighting up and lighting off. I don't know. I'm looking at the map right now. I'm looking at, like, the weather map, but, like, I'm distracted about the states. How do you think they fucking... Like, me and John were driving, and I'm like, how do you think they decided where to cut the states? Because, like, to be honest, I would have done it way differently. I would have only had 4 states. I would have split it right down the middle and, like, intersected that bitch. So the bottom left would be Texas. The bottom right would be Florida. The top right would be Chicago. And then what the fuck? And then the top left would be Washington. That seems pretty fucking valid to me. Oh, I forget that Alaska's up there. God damn. How long do you think that flight would be? Forget Alaska exists, dude. Holy fuck, dude. I don't want to go to Alaska. I don't know about you, but what? Oh my god. Dude, Alaska I don't like Alaska, man. It looks scary. It looks like the fucking... Actually, if you look at it a certain way, it looks like two monsters getting ready to fight at it. Like Russia versus Alaska. I gotta blow my nose, dude. Holy fuck. Fuck me. You guys could sit right there for a second again. It's so hard to say goodbye till yesterday. Damn. You know, I've done this twice to you guys where it's like my nose is just like we're randomly going to start running in the middle of a podcast. My legs are sore as fuck. That's why it took me a little bit longer to grab my napkin. Not a Bounty napkin, though. I'm using a shirt because fucking... It's easier on my nostrils. Is this a hurricane forming? Is that what this is? Oh, nope, I'm invisibility. Oh, there's a lot of fires going on in the world, dude. Holy shit. Fuck. Alright, Eddie, one topic. Stick to one. Alright, so I was in the gym the other day. I was hitting legs with Adrian. Adrian is my godlike strength friend who for some reason can RDL as much as you deadlift. And if you don't know what that is, just like look it up a video. I'm not going to explain it, but with like just an open palm grip, this dude does more than people's fucking deadlifts or squats, which is just absolutely insane. And I hit a new PR for RDLs, which was 275, 295, 275 or 295. I don't remember. You wanted a two, but we're gonna pick the lower number just to be on the safer side. So, My max is 225. But whenever I train with Adrian, I always feel like I have to hit a PR. Like, that's just who I am. And so, me and Adrian, we're going at it. I do a good little warm up, and I just add like 25, take it off, then a 45, then a 10. I slowly go up when it comes to legs because I don't want to hurt myself. And so, RDL's pumped, like my hamstrings cooked. Like I'm fucking just. I was doing decent reps. The form was pretty good, I was told. And then I couldn't do front squats. I don't know what it was. I think it's because I took too long, or I did RDLs first. But 275 for RDLs for a new PR, dude, fucking fantastic. Like, I've never even broke 225 before, so doing an extra 50 pounds of training with Adrian's been wild. I've been hitting PRs all over the place, though, when it comes to the gym. Like, before I could only do shoulder press for dumbbells at 70 pounds per hand, 6 to 7 times, but now I can do it for 10. And that to me is a new fucking PR in my mind, because it's like, not only is the form getting better, the lift's getting better, and I'm doing it for more reps, which means better endurance. So that's a big thing for me. I'm happy that that's happening. Holy oof. But then I went to go do calf raises. I think calf raises is like a total like ego thing, or at least now I'm eating my own fucking words, because my hamstrings feel fucking good. Like, I'm not sore there, but I'm so sore in the calves. Like, holy fuck, dude, my calves are so sore, it hurts to walk. And I walk on my toes, and it hurts. They're like solid. They hurt. I know I didn't tear anything. I know I'm chilling on that part, but my fucking shit just hurts, man. Oh my god. I'm hoping that it feels better. Hopefully by Wednesday, because Wednesday's another leg day. So I'm incorporating legs more into my workouts, because I low-key think I'm running out of time to do squats with my knees. I say that because I just don't know why my knees ache, dude. I want to go see a doctor about it, but it's like, I don't know. So I had knee pain, like your average achy knees, like every once in a while. And then when I went off my training, I fucking, we were rucking for a few miles with all my gear, and I was wearing like the wrong size vest, because that's just what they gave me. And I don't know what happened, dude. Like, I don't know if it was just too much weight in the front, or it wasn't proper proportion. I don't know what I did wrong. And so ever since then, like, now it feels like my knees like buckle on themselves. And it just kind of fucking hurts. There's some days where it's like, you know what, my knees feel fucking great, and I feel like I'm on top of a mountain. But then in the next the next 3 weeks, my knees just fucking hurt. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's growing pains. I just tell myself it's growing pains in hopes that like it doesn't it just goes away. I tell myself I'm still getting taller. So that's a good thing. But like, my calves look fucking crazy big right now, though. So I'm chilling with that. But yeah, holy fuck. All right, back to what I was saying about the states. I wonder how they decided. Dude, there's so many fires. Like, I have it set on the fire information. Dude, I don't know what's going on in Canada. How the fuck is there fires in Alaska? Isn't it snowy? Oh, it's their summertime. What? Okay, that makes sense. What's going on in the rest of the world? Wow, it's so weird how we distinguish fires versus like Russia and like the European side, like Italy and shit, because they have like forest fire severe, forest fire moderate, versus over here where it just says wildfire. Dude, that's easily a 1,000 some fires going on. Wow. Yeah, I'm just curious on how they decided they were going to cut the state. Is it based on a certain mile? Like Denver? Perfect square. What is this one? What state is this? Why is there no state here? I don't want to... I've never heard of that. That would make no sense. I'm not embarrassing myself. Nope, fuck that. I'm not saying that name. I don't know how. But then, like, you look at, like... Oh, wait, let's go back to the actual radar. Maybe that'll help. Oh, Wyoming. It's Wyoming. Oh, I don't like that. Why is Utah such a tall, weird state, and then, like, Wyoming cuts into that? You know how fucking stupid that is? I wonder what state they started with first. And if so, like, how do they know after a certain point? Because, like, I don't know about you, but, like, I'm not trying to have my pussy stink on a fucking 19-month carriage ride from, like, Chicago all the way to Wisconsin. Because obviously transportation was different back then. But Illinois is a big state, right? Like starting at Freeport, look at the map, looking at Freeport here. Like that's like almost Rockford, I guess. Yeah, you're about like 45 minutes away from Rockford or from fucking Wisconsin. But Illinois, dude, your pussy stinking day 4 on that carriage ride. At least down to Missouri, which, what the, yeah, dude, Missouri's also just another weird state. What's long-ass states, dude? What's going on over here? I don't know. I think the states are oddly long. I told myself, like, if we were to ever start burying people, we should do it alphabetically. So, like, if your last name was, like, Eric, no. Eric's not an A. Like, Allen. Last name is Allen. Your bitch ass is getting buried in Washington. If your last name is Barry, you're getting buried in Idaho. Craig, you're getting buried in Oregon. Congrats, motherfucker. I just think that'd be a good way to do it, because think about it. There's like, what, 26 letters in the fucking alphabet. There's 50 states. You could double up on states if needed. And then yeah, that would be fucking awesome. Now, I think you wouldn't even have to double up on some states. Like, I don't know how many last names I've seen with like Z's, W, X's. Like, I think you're chilling there. You could throw those all in like one state. Let's throw it inside. If I had to get rid of all those names and like put it in one state, we probably could put it in Vermont, honestly. Man, the US map is so cool. Like, looking at it. Just think. Like, I'm going to just put my mouse somewhere random on the map. Ready? There we go. We're going to zoom in. Back in Wyoming. Let's see. Is this, this is a mountain. All right. So somewhere next to Hannah, or Rock Rivers. All right. There's a fucking girl getting her pussy banged up for $5 to buy a Subway sandwich. Oh my god. All right. Well, dude, my phone's blowing up right now. I don't know why. See, I'm telling you guys, it only matters when I'm doing a podcast. Let's see. I'm texting my friend. Okay, so I'll fill you guys in. So something happened with inside one of my friend's families, and I was like, "Oh, I'm very happy for them." And she's like, "No, you're not. You're not happy for them. Stop it." And I was like, "I am. Like, I'm glad they're happy." And she goes, "Oh, I thought you didn't like this person. My bad." I'm like, "No, I have no reason not to like her. I thought we liked her." Dude, there's a truck that I want to go buy, but I don't want to give up my V8. So I'm really debating if I just want to fucking power through and pay off this truck. I want to pay off this truck, and I maybe buy another truck, but I also wouldn't mind buying a nice car, like a Corvette or something. Because I don't know, but I don't need 2 trucks. That's the thing. Like, I need a truck for, I don't know. I'm not doing anything truck related, but my truck's also not the highest trim level. Like, when I bought that truck, I want to say I was making a lot less money, if I remember correctly. And, it was such a last second decision because my Nissan, so like, I used to drive a Chevy Sonic, like a 2012 Chevy Sonic, and, when I took it to a mechanic to get my oil changed, tires rotated, stuff like that, alignment, I got it back and it was running like dog shit. Checked my hoses, had bubbles, like fucking stiff ass bubbles all throughout my tubes and shit, my liners. Took it to the mechanic where I got it done at, and he tried blaming me. But then once he ran the finger inside the radiator coolant or whatever the fuck it is, it was all gelatin. Like, it was ruined. So the guy ended up not filling my oil thing, so that's why it smelled like it was burning. But he put my oil inside my radiator coolant. So it fucking ruined all my my piping and shit in there. They refused to pay for it. It's one of those things where it's like, oh, you took it here, we could fix it, but it's gonna cost you X amount of dollars. I tried fighting it. It was not gonna be worth me getting a lawyer, so I fucking just took it to the fucking car dealership. I said, take this thing away. It was already paid off, so it was just whatever they gave me for it, I put towards the down payment of the vehicle. Then I bought a nice 2017 Nissan Altima. I want to say about 10 days before my birthday. This is important dating time. And I bought this Nissan. It was a great car. I loved it. If I still could have had it today, I would have. And then a year and some days later, on my birthday, the transmission shit itself. And that was when my dad kicked me off my phone plan and said, hey, like, you have to go get your own phone plan now. So I had to go get in the middle of getting my own phone plan. No phone service. Driving there in deep silence. Just fucking transmission, just like shit. It wasn't reacting. It wasn't shifting gears. It was not doing any of that. So before it actually like took a shit, I drove it to a mechanic shop, a better one that's known for being better, and they say, hey, it's going to run you this much money. It was a lot of money. It was a lot of money I did not have at the time. It was like, it was going to be a whole rebuild, and they were going to have the car for, God, I can't remember how long he said he was going to have it for, but he's like, it was not on the top of the list. So he's like, we could start tearing it apart and order parts. But he's like, with COVID and stuff going on, he's like, I can't promise you when this car is going to be done. He's like, it could be done next week or it could be done next month. Or he's like, that's just a risk you're going to have to take. That's what he told me. And this was a higher end mechanic shop. And everyone else kind of said the same thing, just like either slightly more expensive or slightly cheaper. So I was like, fuck, dude, it's going to cost that much money to get it fixed and that much time. Like, it's not even worth it. And that was just without the labor. I think it was like $5 to $7 grand to rebuild this fucking thing, which is basically the fucking cost of a new transmission. But those were also hard to get, and they were also double the price. I didn't have that money, so I fucking ran off and I traded in my Nissan, and they paid it off for me. I said, you guys pay this car off for me today. I will buy this truck from you guys. And unfortunately, it was like the lowest fucking trim I could get. I love this truck. I love this truck. Like, the guy used to haul hay with it in the back and stuff. It's a good truck. I bought with like 100-some thousand miles on it. And I've also put a lot of miles on this bitch. I'm not gonna fucking describe the truck, but yeah, it's just a lower trim truck. Like, it's all I could afford. I couldn't afford the all-wheel drive option. I couldn't afford fucking heated seats and shit. Like, my truck's the bare minimum of a truck, which is fine. Like, rear wheel drive, I mean, I'm not hauling anything. Is it like slightly embarrassing? Yes, but if I'm not hauling anything and I just love the way the truck sounds and looks and moves, like, that's my personal opinion. Save the all-wheel drive trucks for people who do fucking farm shit and all that. So I do know, like, my next truck I do want to have all-wheel drive as an option. And maybe even, like, move up in year. Like, I don't want an older truck. Like, my truck's older. So I most definitely... So she's a big bitch. She's heavy. She's kind of quick. But she's a big bitch. I don't have a name for her. I think I should, like, name it Bethany or something. Something slutty, because this thing has done a lot of shit. I got stuck in one time. I got it stuck in Claudia's driveway. Dude, I was so pissed. I was like, I'm getting rid of this fucking truck. This, and that. And... dude, I felt so bad. I got so angry. Threw my fucking snow scraper. I was trying everything to get this thing out of the snow because I didn't want to bother her dad to come get this shit out. But once we moved my truck, I realized that it was just straight ice underneath me. If I had any, like, even if I had 4-wheel drive, I was not getting out of that bitch because it fucking rained, froze over, and then it snowed, and it was worse out there because they live out in the country, right? So, I just remember driving, and I was cruising through the snow. I slowed down a little bit, and I turned, and I kind of feel my truck slide. I'm like, fuck, dude, I went too far. I'm in the field. So I start giving some gas. I'm moving a little bit, but I can like, I don't even hear anything flinging behind me. That's how slick it was. And, dude, I was just so fucking embarrassed. But, like, you know, even if I had all-wheel drive in that situation, I was not getting out of it. So... I will one day own a truck that has all the options, but just because I make a little bit more money now than I did 2 years ago when I owned it doesn't mean I should change my lifestyle. I should focus on paying off the truck, try buying a house, make sure that if I was to ever have a kid or a dog, I could financially support them. Like, it's more than just having the highest level trim of a vehicle. Like, I want to make sure that if someone needs money, I could give it to them, or if someone needs help doing X, Y, and Z, I can be there and not focus on, oh, well, since I don't have all the features I want in a truck that he has, then I'm not going to drop all this money. It's a waste. So, God, I was so pissed. Just looking back at how mad I was, dude. And the fucking guy who owned this thing before me did no work to it. He kept it nice. Like, the interior is golden. But, like, no new headlights, no new lug nuts. Fucking, the tires were new. That was nice. But, like, just, like, no new polish, nothing. He just used it every day and didn't do much with it. So, it was garage kept, no rust on it for how old it is. Super nice. But, all right, guys, I think I'm going to wrap up the podcast there. And I hope you guys enjoyed me just talking about random shit here. I'm feeling a little bit better lately. I'm not going to lie. I've been feeling a little bit better. More ready to do things. Ready to do whatever life throws at me, right? Because I'm going to be honest with you, I completely kind of stopped pushing myself, like, in a sense of, in a bad way. I felt like I was letting alcohol kind of carry me away, and I was not excited about that. I just stopped drinking as much as I was, because it was terrible stuff. I had a great time drinking, and I love to drink, but, like, I was using it in a bad way. So I choose now to drink responsibly and not cry to Morgan Wallen. Other than that, I'm super excited. Coming up Friday, I'm seeing Mark Norman in Rockford. One of my favorite comedians. Monotone, but he just straight to the joke the entire time. So, seeing that with a few of my friends, and my friend with the daddy issues, if she's listening to this. And then with that being said, stay blessed, stay humble, and I will talk to you fuckheads later.